According to a recent Nationwide Retirement Institute survey, 70% of Americans are concerned that Social Security, the system, will run out of money throughout their retirement. Now, up in DC, there's a lot of chatter around ways to fix it. I've also got an idea as well that I want to share with you today. Keep it right here. Good day, everybody. Chris Heerlein here of REAP Financial, host of Retire Ready TV on KXAN, and host of Wealth Radio every Saturday, 11 a.m. I'm live on News Radio KLBJ. Thanks for making us part of your day. If you like our channel, hit the subscribe button down below. So a decade ago on KLBJ, I was broadcasting to our listeners that on your Social Security statement, the statement then and even today, on that statement in the fine print, it states that the Social Security system, if no changes are made, will only be able to fund benefits to a certain amount come year 2034. So basically they're saying if nothing changes, you're going to get a haircut on your Social Security check come year 2034. Well, back then, 2034 seemed a long ways away, but now 2034 doesn't seem that far away. So there's a lot of chatter in DC right now around legislative changes and ways to fix this problem that's literally 8-9 years away. Traditionally, they like to start with saying, well, why don't we just tax the wealthy more? We'll increase the tax on the wealthy, and that could maybe bring some sustainability to the system. And then they're talking about potentially maybe more tax on your Social Security. Maybe they raise the FICA limit. So for higher earners working right now, more of your check would be hit via FICA. There's also something that's going on that many Americans don't know. It's the fact that they means test your Medicare and your Medicare premiums. Your Medicare premium amount that you're going to pay every month in retirement is determined by how much income you have in retirement. It depends on if you have a capital gain in retirement by selling a house or selling stocks or doing a big Roth conversion. So for families that have a big capital gain in a year, or they have a nice income, or they have large distributions from their required distributions on their IRAs, those families could be paying hundreds of dollars more per person for the same Medicare coverage that their neighbor's getting. So they're already means testing Medicare, and they've been doing this for years, and I don't see people rioting and picketing in the streets. So I think one solution that may be tossed around is the potential that they means test your Social Security. So think about it. If they're means testing Medicare, and the way that that works is the more income you have, the more premiums you pay, what's to say they means test Social Security and say the more income you have, the less money you're going to receive? You see, they're already doing it on Medicare, and I could see that that is a potential solve. Now, nothing's passed yet, but think about it. I preach on this channel, I preach on radio and TV that you can have more control of your tax bracket, your income, than any time in your life in retirement, as long as you do it right. So getting control of that income in retirement could help hedge against future legislative changes. Now, for years, I've been tossing around ideas of my own. I've had conversations with our successful clients at REAP Financial. You know, the biggest problem that successful families have in retirement is the fact that come age 73 or age 75, you have to take a required minimum distribution. And if you've done a good job of saving, it's very sizable. It can create large tax issues. So when we've been building and reviewing plans for families, it dawned on me. Some of our clients, when they hit that magic age where they're forced to pull money out, some of our families, the tax bill on the required distribution is larger than the amount that they're going to receive in Social Security. Believe it or not, it's true. Their tax bill on the money they're forced to pull out is larger than the amount they're going to receive in Social Security. And by the way, they are paying tax on that Social Security. So consider this item. If you're a successful family and you're in that position where your tax bill is larger than your Social Security check, would you consider turning off your Social Security check if you did not have to take a required minimum distribution? Think about that. Would you turn off your Social Security so that you could control when you take money out of your IRAs and 401ks? If you would come out ahead, I should say, by not taking Social Security, why wouldn't you? That money could stay in your IRA and 401k, continue to compound for you for generations, leaving more money to your heirs, and then the government could go after the taxes then. Where I'm going with this is that the most successful retirees in this country generally have the largest Social Security checks. They had nice incomes, they were paying in the max to FICA through the years, and now they are qualified to receive the largest Social Security payments. It could be $3,800, over $4,000 a month. Those are the same type of families that have these large required minimum distributions. So the candidate for this, the family that would consider this, are the ones that have the largest Social Security checks. And if they decided to delay those checks or turn off those payments, think about the compounding effect of that for the government. Yes, there's less tax revenue coming in from the largest RMDs or the largest IRAs and 401ks through those required distributions, but at the same time, there's a stockpile of money that's not leaving the government's bank to pay the most successful retirees with those largest checks. So the compounding effect, we've analyzed this, could be huge. The problem with this is that this solution may be too simple for the government to even consider, but it's a great solution that should be considered. I've just published a brand new article in national publication Kiplinger Personal Finance. It's called Here's How Your RMDs Could Save Social Security. I want you to get your hands on it. Email me right now, retire@reapfinancial.com. That's retire@reapfinancial.com. My team will have this great new article on its way to your inbox at no cost. You can dive in to how this would work, how it could potentially work for you or your friends and family that may have large required distributions. Get this in front of people. Get this to your congressmen and women. We need a solution. 2034 is around the corner, and I think we're on to a really good one. Thanks for tuning in today. We drop new content every Wednesday. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. We'll catch you next week.